Hey guys, hope you're having a brilliant day. Hope everything is well. Welcome to the YTK weekly recap. I just wanted to run through a quick trade that I took about a week and a bit ago, to be fair. And I just wanted to go through certain little confluences and the before and afters on the trade I took on EURJPY. And I'm going to go through the reasons why I actually took this trade. And first and foremost, as you can see in front of you, your chart. This was a before chart on EURJPY. You can see, for example, the different pivot zones on price, where price created a specific low of the range. This is the mid of the range, and as you can see, this key support zone, price found key resistance off that level. This up candle prior to the down move, price found key support of the daily breaker. Had a bit of accumulation right before a bit of a fast move up. It closed above this liquidity high, giving us that MS break towards the upside. This was the down candle prior to the up move. This is the up candle prior to the down move. I was waiting for price to find support of this significant level. And as you can see, this pivot level gave us a bit of nice little support zone for us and liquidity pending towards the upside. And I'm expecting actually further upside on EURJPY if the liquidity stops pending above this significant higher buy side liquidity. So at the moment, I'm just thinking to myself, for example, with the various amount of confidence price managed to produce, it was quite a bit of an easy trade to spot. But the problem is with the specific traders, the fact that monthly was actually going against me. So let me go on to the before afters. As you can see, price reacted off that significant block, this down counter prior to the down move. Price raided the stops below this level and managed to rally straight up from our key level in price. So we managed to catch quite a lot of pips on this one, to be fair, about 220. But I managed to close a little bit early because I wanted to secure a bit of profit. But I had one running anyway because I wanted to go towards the weekly highs. But let me go through the actual reasons why I took this significant trade. So let me go on. Let me open up EURJPY now. Okay. The problem was with EURJPY, even though order flow on the monthly was bearish, you can see that price was creating significant lower highs and lower lows, and we managed to break MS to the downside, where we closed below this liquidity low of the 118720 region. This was the up candle prior to the down move, this monthly bearish order block. And price kept on dipping into this key resistance zone, where this supply zone of price. So we managed to take out this liquidity high, where price broke above the 120 region, took out the stops, and dipped into the block. But price failed to turn over at this level, because I remember I sold at this point, and a couple months back, a few months back, about 2 months ago. And I remember price was just failing to roll over, and price was carry on this bullish momentum into this level, and it clearly wasn't creating a lower high. But as you can see, for example, on the weekly, we had a bit of a different aspect of price actually occurring. So let me show you. Price managed to actually find key support of this up candle prior to the down move, this breaker zone of price. So we have this weekly breaker where price managed to find key support of this zone, and price was accumulating amongst this significant zone, and managed to create this indecision candle which pushed price up. So price just had a bit of an accumulation in that zone while selling off to the downside, because it was finding key resistance of this up candle prior to the down move. So this up candle prior to the down move that was within the weekly block, price was finding key support of. So what made me look for longs was the fact that on a weekly we managed to find price break above in creating a structured higher high, where price closed above the liquidity high of this significant level of 1.121470. We created a further higher high. This down candle prior to the up move, where price found support of this weekly demand zone, this bullish order block, this down counter prior to move. Price came into EQ, and I was expecting a raid on stops below the weekly low. We actually kept this liquidity low of the 120-168 region intact, but I expected price to dip into the zone and expand towards the upside and come into the liquidity point where price managed to raid, where there was so much liquidity stops pending below that, pending above the significant level. So there's lots of buy side liquidity towards that zone, and I'm expecting it, and I thought price would take it out, and it did. And as you can see at the moment, this is where the actual structural break of price managed to occur. So I marked out, this was the high of the range, this was the mid of the range, and this was the low of the range. So this was the breaker where price found support where of the weekly. So price managed to find support of that significant level, and price accumulated right before the expansion to the upside, breaking MS and with the candle close above this significant high. And as you can see, price came into the down candle prior to the up move and dipped into that significant zone. So I went down to the H4 and marked out the H4 block where I was expecting price to be able to find support of. If you wanted a 15-minute entry, what you could have done is literally wait for price to take out the story, manage to raid these 4-hour lows on price, where price managed to raid out these significant 4-hour lows. So you can see the stops were taken. So on a H4, you could have waited for the 4-hour raid on price, and then you could have caught yourself a bit of a sweet entry on a 15-minute, where you could have actually caught this breaker zone of price, where price raided these significant lows and comes into breaks above the breaker, stop below the swing low, and you could have caught yourself a very, very nice trade, a very sweet risk to reward. However, I was waiting for price to be able to find support of the H4. So when price found support of the H4, tagged the stop below and managed to rally price. I managed to get out probably around here, actually, to be fair. I remember I got out the 120-800 region, but I left one runner literally just going along because I wanted to go on USD/JPY because I thought USD/JPY was bearish, but that took me out, so shit happens. But yeah, this is a quick little weekly recap on EURJPY and how I actually took that particular trade. And I sent this out to the group, actually, to be fair. Let me go into the documents where it was on the weekly watch list. Actually, it wasn't this one, to be fair. It was weekly watch list. Okay. Here, where's the weekly watch list of EURJPY? Here it is. This was what I sent out to the group, where I was expecting price to dip into that zone and take out the stops. So this is where all the not just journaling, but just giving out this specific understanding of price of why I took this specific trade. So those are the reasoning behind it, and why I took that specific trade, and it looked like it played out quite nicely. And it just goes to show, once you have the understanding of price principles, you could be able to really take advantage of the understanding of price. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a bit of a quick one. Sorry if I may have rushed it through, but I hope you guys have a brilliant week in the markets, and hope everything goes amazingly well.